By the end of the 19th century, Europe was undergoing a transformation that would fundamentally change the nature of warfare. Industrialization, which had begun in Britain in the late 18th century, had now spread across the continent. Countries like Germany, France, and Russia were rapidly expanding their industries, building factories, railways, and modern infrastructure. This economic growth increased national power, but it also introduced a new and dangerous possibility: the ability to produce weapons on an unprecedented scale. Industrialization did not directly cause war, but it transformed how nations prepared for it by expanding resources and accelerating communication. In earlier centuries, wars were constrained by limited resources, slow communication, and relatively small professional armies. By contrast, industrialized nations could mobilize millions of soldiers and move them rapidly across long distances using rail networks. They could also sustain these forces with a continuous supply of weapons and ammunition produced efficiently in factories. Germany became one of the leading industrial powers in Europe. Its coal and steel production grew rapidly, supporting both economic expansion and military strength. The same industries that built railways and machinery could also produce artillery, rifles, and ammunition. France and Britain maintained strong industrial economies, while Russia began industrializing more slowly than its Western neighbors. Russia focused heavily on railway expansion as a way to connect and manage its vast territory. One of the most important developments during this period was the close connection between industry and the military. Governments worked with industrial leaders to ensure that, in the event of war, production could be redirected toward military needs. This relationship helped create what historians describe as a war-ready economy, shaped by constant preparation for large-scale conflict. As a result, the boundary between civilian industry and military production became increasingly blurred over time. At the same time, technological innovation rapidly increased the effectiveness of weapons and transformed the nature of military power. Advances in metallurgy produced stronger steel, which led to more powerful artillery and better armored warships. New types of rifles, capable of firing more quickly and accurately than older models, became standard for European armies. Machine guns, though still relatively new, demonstrated the potential to dramatically increase battlefield casualties. Naval power also became a central focus of the arms race. For Britain, the world's leading naval power, control of the seas, was essential to maintaining its global empire. However, under Kaiser Wilhelm II, Germany began constructing a modern navy designed to challenge British dominance at sea. This naval expansion marked a major shift in European politics and increased tensions between the two powers. The launch of HMS Dreadnought by Britain in 1906 marked a major turning point in naval warfare and international military competition. The battleship introduced a new standard of design, combining heavier guns and greater speed than earlier warships. Its construction made earlier battleships effectively obsolete, forcing major naval powers to reconsider their existing fleets and strategies. Germany responded by accelerating its own naval program, triggering an intense competition to build larger and more powerful warships. This naval rivalry between Britain and Germany increased tensions between the two countries. What had once been a relatively stable relationship now became one of strategic competition. Britain viewed Germany's growing navy as a direct threat, while Germany saw naval expansion as necessary to secure its position as a global power. On land, the arms race was equally significant, as European powers expanded their armies and increased military preparedness. Many states introduced systems of conscription to ensure that large numbers of trained soldiers could be mobilized quickly. Military planning became more detailed and rigid, with precise timetables for mobilization and deployment. Railways played a crucial role in these plans, allowing troops to be transported rapidly to the front lines. As each country increased its military capabilities, others felt compelled to do the same. This created a cycle of competition. No nation wanted to fall behind its rivals, and as a result, military spending across Europe continued to rise. By the early 20th century, Europe had become heavily armed. with large standing armies, powerful navies, and industries capable of sustaining prolonged conflict. Industrialization had given Europe unprecedented power, but it had also reduced the barriers to large-scale war. The arms race did not make conflict inevitable, but it made it more likely that if a crisis occurred, it could escalate quickly and become far more devastating.